Okay, I shared my screen. So we're looking into a couple of examples actually. So I will take some examples with respect to, say for example, let me call it as maybe our college employees itself. Okay, our department employees or some kind of a faculty itself. Okay, so let me call that as some class we'll try to create. So we call that as class employee. Okay, we are creating that employee. Let me see this without creating any class methods and all. How unique is this actually? So in that case, so let me put one pass command and let me check what exactly I'm trying to create. So let me call it as faculty one. So faculty one, okay. Faculty one is equal to your, it belongs to employee class. Okay, then faculty 2, it should be equals actually. This is equals. So then let me call this as faculty 2. Okay, then E belongs to, so employee class. Okay, now if I try to print this, let me print this. Print faculty 1. Okay, then print faculty 2. Okay, just I'm trying to create whether these are unique or not. Let me save this and run this code. If I run this, see, look at this actually. I have this faculty 1 and faculty 2, both are having the unique numbers, unique saving this thing. So look at this. Both are, see, object, this particular thing, I'm trying to create it. So both are unique in nature. Both are unique in nature. So now I will try to do the same thing using what is called as instance attributes. I will try to do the same thing using instant attributes. Before actually doing this instant attributes, let me define this. Let me say, for example, name of the faculty, his first name and last name, and say, for example, let it go by his salary or some pay, something like that. Let me define that actually. So I have this particular thing. So let me define it. So let me define your faculty one dot first name. If let me call it a first name as first is equal to first. Okay, first name. So let me call it as Rajesh Kumar. Okay, let me call it as Rajesh Kumar. I have two faculties. I'm taking two faculties. So is faculty name 2 dot last name. Let it be Kumar. Okay, Rajesh Kumar is the name of that particular faculty. Let me create his email ID. Okay, so faculty 1, sorry, it is faculty 1, faculty 1. So email ID, email, okay, is equal to, so let me create that. This will be Rajesh dot Kumar at bmsce.ac.in. I'm trying to create an email and let me create this pay. Okay, faculty 1 dot pay is equal to, so let me call this as some 50,000 or 40,000, whatever it may be. Let me call that as some 40,000. Okay, so let me 50,000. Okay, this is the thing what I have created. Now same thing for faculty 2, I'll try to create it. I'll try to create for faculty 2. So it is, let me call this faculty 2 as maybe Rajendra Prasad. Okay, Rajendra Prasad. Rajendra Prasad. So let me call this as Rajendra dot Prasad RASAB at bmsc.ac.in. Let him salary be something like pay is equal to 70. So this is all for the second faculty. 2 and that is for 1. Okay. Let me comment all those things. Let me comment this. Okay. Let me comment this. So let me check only one particular thing. Okay. Let me check this particular thing. What I'm going to call actually, let me call this as some faculty 1. Let me check his print is email. Okay, print faculty 1 email. So let me save this code and run it. Rajesh Kumar, faculty is not defined. Faculty 1 defined. Okay. Yeah, sorry. Okay. Country fac underscore 1 dot email is equal to defined here. It should come print faculty 1 dot email fac 1 underscore fast. Let me define this. Okay, let me define this. Yeah, look at this. Because it has to come first actually. See, I have defined both faculty 1 and faculty. I am getting the output as only faculty 1. Now, if I want to print faculty 2, so what I will do, just I will go here. So faculty 2 dot email, say for example. Let me save this and run the code. So look at this. I am getting both my rajesh.kumar@bmsc.ac.in and rajendra.prasad@bmsc.in. I can do the same thing with respect to first name and last name, whatever it may be. See, when I'm writing, this is the general code what we write without using your what is called as class and instance attributes or instance method, whatever you want. If you don't do that, this is how you are supposed to write a code. This is the general thing what I'm trying to do. Now the same thing I can do it using your what is called as class instances. Okay. So what I will do, I will take the new page and I will try to do the same thing. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to create a class, okay, which is called as employee. Okay. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to define. So I'm going to use a function. Okay. I'm going to define a function. So initialize that, and so you can define anything. Let it be self or something. It's a very general methodology what we use. It can be anything. Let me call that as self. Okay. Then comma. What are the instances I'm trying to use? First name. Okay. Last name. Then is pay. Okay. Pay. Now I need to define that. What I'm going to do actually, I'm going to define that. How to define that actually? If you go, you look at it actually. Here in a similar way, I'm going to define here in the similar way. I'm going to define it here. How I'm going to define actually? It is self dot first name is equal to first. Okay. Then self dot last name is equal to last. I'm defining. Say for example, self dot pay is equal to pay. Okay. Then email I can create using first name and last name. How to do that actually? Self dot email, okay, is equal to, okay, I'll put first. Yeah, I'm going to use first plus, there is a dot, okay, plus last name, okay, plus at bmsce.ac.in. So I have created a particular, these are called as, what is it actually? These are called as, okay, I'll comment it. These are called as class instance attributes. That is instance attributes. Instant attributes. This is called as under employee class. This is the instant attributes what I have created. Okay. Now, if I want to do this particular thing, I could have, see, the same I could have defined, see, the same thing what I'm doing here actually. So employee is first name, last name, all the things. If I want to do what I have defined here, the same thing I could do just simply using this methodology. What is it actually? I can call, say for example, faculty 1, okay, is equal to, E belongs to which class? Employee employee class, okay, is first name, okay, is first name. What I have defined, it is actually Rajesh Kumar. So Rajesh, okay, Rajesh, comma, Kumar, okay, Rajesh, comma, within that I'm going to define Kumar, then it's pay, okay, I can define its pay. So let it be some 50,000. Okay, 5,000 or 50,000 I defined. This is how I can define for your faculty 1. So similarly, I can define for faculty 2. How to do that actually? So to do that, I can define this particular thing. So Control C, Control V. So I can define faculty 2 as, this also belongs to employee class. This is Rajendra Prasad. So Rajendra Prasad, let me call it as Prasad, and his pay is something, let me call it as 70,000. Okay. Now, even though I told that both are unique, so both are unique. How to print it actually? So if I want to print it, whatever I did actually, here, whatever I did it actually, I can get the same thing. Okay. This is your, see, I can do the same thing. I can move further and I can go and create a method. Okay. I can go and create a method. Now here, employee 1, see, your faculty 1 is this much. So whatever this particular thing, what I have defined, same thing I'm using a single line here under an employee class. So now if I want to print it, say for example, if I go and print it, the same thing, let me go and print this particular thing. Okay. So now what is it actually? Faculty 1, I want to define this particular now if I want to print it, it is a unique actually. So if I want it's a unique actually. So it's under employee. So it's under employee class. So faculty 1 is under employee class. So faculty 2 is under employee class. So if I want to do it here, this is how you have to get the printout. If I want to do it here, I should do different. So it should be print employee, whatever I'm going to define. So something like I can define one more methods. I can create a methods. So something like what he is doing, whether he is good at maybe taking class, whether he is good at some kind of an extracurricular activities, or easy coordinator for MEA coordinator, some kind of a thing I can define. So that is his methods actually. Or is he good at singing? Is he good at some kind of extracurricular activities? So those things I can define, that becomes like a class method. Okay. Now if I want to look into this particular thing, if I want to print it, so what should I define? I should define an instance object. And I can get it. Now if I want to do it here, so what should I do? So let me comment this. I'm defining this particular thing. So comment here. Okay. Then save this. So let me call this as some 9 or something. I'll give an example. Okay. Okay. Now, if I try to come back to this particular thing, now run it. So now, if we compare, it should have been saved. Yeah, the column is missing. Okay. So now this code is running simply because I am not getting any printout. Now, if I want to print actually, just simply go here. Okay. So I'm going to put, so just simply put email. Let me check what will happen. Okay. So put email and try to run. See, I am getting the first person faculty 1 email. So if I try to put faculty 2 email, check it. So what is it? Because see, look at that. What I have defined, it is taking this particular thing. See, whatever I have defined, say I can have n number of faculties like this. Maybe in a department I have around 50 faculties. I will be defining each and every. This is the interface what I have actually. This is a common interface what I am writing, and I have a single interface, single instant attributes what I have. So where if I want to say, for example, I want to print. If I want to print only the first name. Okay, if I want to print, okay, only faculty 1, okay, so faculty 1's first. Okay, if I want to print, if I run the code, I'll be getting the only the first name. If I want to print the last name of that particular, I can get it actually. So if I go here to print faculty 1 last, if I do that, so just run the code. Just I'm showing you some examples how you can do it. These are some of the examples, very basic fundamental examples. See, whatever I'm trying to do here, instances, attributes. So I'm trying to attribute means uniqueness. Methods means what I'm trying to do, what is he trying to do, or what is his capabilities. That comes the next thing. Okay, this is about this particular thing. So here, what I was trying to define, see, if for example 50 faculties are there, then I should have written 50 faculty, this kind of code I should have written. For every employee under the class, I have to redo this. Now, instead of this, actually, one function I'm using under attributes, just you have to define each and every. So first name, last name is salary. First name, last name is salary. First name, last name is salary. That's it. Or any other data. Or you can create its email or whatever it may be. Or say, for example, it need not be. You want to collect its address also. Or you want to collect this PIN code of that particular person. So all these methods, what we are trying, class methods, will come whenever we are trying to process n number of data. Okay, we have a large set of data. This will become very helpful for it. Now here, let us try to define some kind of a how we can use a instance method here. So what I'm going to do is actually just go here and define a instance method. Let me write first, comment it, what I'm trying to do here. So this is instance method. Instance method, what I'm trying to do. So I'm going to define. So what is it doing actually? Let me define, I want to get his full name. Let me call it as full name. That means first name, last name, whatever it may be. Full name, okay, full name, okay, of whom actually it is the self. Okay, full name of the self. Let me put the colon. Okay, then I need to get a return value. So return, okay, what I need to get actually, I need to get the first name, last name, okay, then close it up. What I need to use the format dot format of which one I have defined. I have defined the self, whatever it may be. It can be name or self, whatever it may be. Self dot first, comma, self dot last. Okay, I have defined a instance method. It's a unique, as I told, it's a unique actually. Now, if I want to print it, I'm going to comment this particular thing. So comment this things and try to get it. I'm going to comment all those things. Comment. Now I want to print a few things. Let me get it. So let me go and print. Okay. Print actually what actually I'm going to let me call this as employee dot full name. Okay. Let me call that as, so that is the faculty 1 dot full name. Okay. Let me close this. Okay. Now if I try to run this code, see, I'm getting the full name. So I'm trying to just get the full name. So full name is what I have defined a function name. That's it. It can be any name. It can be full, or it can be whatever it is. Now if I want to get it for the faculty 2, so like this. So let me do the same thing. So faculty 2, so some full name. I'm trying to do it. So both Rajesh Kumar and this thing. Suppose, for example, same code sometimes if I try to remove this self, look at this. I'm going to remove this self and try to run this code, because you look at this. I'm trying to format with respect to this instant attributes what I defined. I have to get an error code. It should not run. It should get an error code. Let me run this code and check. See this? It's telling that the full name takes a, see, the position argument is not there. So that's why what is with respect to what this thing I'm trying to define, the self should be clearly defined. So if I define it, I'm getting this. Okay, this is how your code will see, because what I told, both are unique. See, maybe a faculty 1 and faculty 2 both are unique. So what you are trying to do here uniquely. So if you come to this particular thing, I showed you that if I faculty 1 will get a particular location to store the value. Faculty 2 will get a particular location to store the value. What I was trying to do there, actually, I am trying to, using a simple class, employee class, whatever it may be, from that trying to show you what are the attributes or what it is characteristics. Or if instead of the full name, I can go with whether the particular person can do something else. Say, for example, the same method itself, if I go one more instance method, I can define. So what it can be, say, for example, if I go and one more instance method, let me create it. So the same thing, instance method, I will try to modify. Say that particular faculty can sing. Okay. Say, for example, I can call it as song or whatever it may be. Okay. This faculty first name or last name, comma, song. Okay. What song is playing? Actually, I should define that. I should be able to define that song. So I should call that instance method. If I want to do that, I should somewhere call the instance method. I should go and call that instance method. What should I do actually? Say, for example, if I go and call that instance method, something like this, print dot. So print the, what is it actually? It is faculty 1, okay, dot song. What is it doing? Is sing happy birthday. Some song I'm trying to define it. Okay, I'm trying to define that happy song. So I need to go here. Yeah, to define that. I can define it and close the bracket. Can define, close the bracket. So now if I try to print it, let me run this code. If I try to just comment this, let me run this code. Oh, I need to define this full name. Okay, fact underscore 1. It should be full name. Yeah. Okay, full name. Full name. Song I have to define full name. I should define that as song. This is your first name, full name. I'm defined. So what is he doing? So is he singing? So I need to define that. Full name. This should be the song. What is he doing? Okay, singing or whatever it may be, he is doing. So print fact 1, full name, and it should be self dot song. What is he doing actually? If I'm able to do that, then I can call that and show it. So this is, or I can call it as simply the fact actually. Simply I can put it as some dance or whatever it may be. Let me call it this as some dance or song. Okay, dance. Okay, let me call this as something, and here I need to define this as something. Okay, put it here. So, some song, some dance actually, Michael Jackson song. Okay, let me define it. Run. Dance. I am getting this error underscore I should define that. Yes, it is fine. Should run this particular code. I should define this. Should define this format underscore first underscore is under a class. Not species. This particular thing is there. This should run. That's fine. Full name. That is not running. Has to run. Return. Okay. Format. Okay. This will run. It's not running. Check that. This is running. Execute this, it's running. But yeah, this is running. This is fine. So instance, that methods I need to. So instance method, this is running. Okay. So similarly, we can create a number of codes based on this. See, what is this actually? This is nothing but your class attributes. See what we can call it as this as accessing the class attributes. Accessing the class attributes, and this I can call it as printing the instance attributes. Printing the instance attributes. Okay. So this is how the simple code will work, where I'm trying to, or you can just go with the email ID also, doesn't matter. So self, you can go with your self first dot, or I can put self dot pay. Okay, it should come. Yeah, I think I'm still there. Okay. Yeah, see that. That's what I missed actually. I missed some of the things over there. Self dot pay, and if you want, you can put email also. I can put, so I can define here self dot pay, and to the right hand side self dot email. Okay. So now if I try to save this and run this code, I'm getting all those things. Maybe it all depends on, say for example, if you want, I can use some blank or whatever, if maybe some space and all. So here what's happening here, I'm getting the output. Name, first name, last name is pay, and email ID. So all the four I'm trying to get in one single output. So this particular thing, whatever it is, this is the instance. See, similarly, I can have n number of things. Say maybe your faculty 1, faculty 3, something like I can have n number of things. 3, 4, whatever it may be. So I will show for 4 faculty. I can do the same thing. If, for example, this is like Krishna Prasad, then Veera Kumar, something like that. I'm trying to give the some name. So I think around 6,000, and other one is around 25,000. Okay, just I'm trying to save it. Maybe whatever I want, I can get it actually. So this is, so I need not do it actually. Every time I need not do it, just I have to run this particular instance. That's it. I'll get all the things what I have defined. Okay, if there are 50 people are there, all the 50 I can get it. Look at this. Underscore 4, sorry, just 3, 4. I have to define it. Yeah, see, all the things I got it. So whatever I'm trying to define, so those things I can get it. See, what is it actually in class and class methods actually in OOPS concept? First thing is you have to define the class. Then you have to define its instances using your methods. Then how many times, this is nothing but what I told, it's a uniqueness. Then what exactly they are trying to do, so that you are trying to show in the your instance methods. This is one simple example what I have. So you can have any more, some more examples. What I will try to do is actually, I'll try to put a few more codes based on some examples for your inheritance, all those things. You can just run those codes and try to check it actually. Fine. So if there are any clarification doubts, we can discuss.